What does it take to make a better world? Can we find answers in the history that has shaped our cultural diversity? A person's identity is formed in many ways. One way is through the social connections we create. In psychology, mental health disorders are often connected to identity diffusion, a state where individuals don't develop or possess a distinct identity or belief, which are, in essence, thought and energy.
I am Kiskaup Motel. It means day walker in Newio. I am from the Musqueam territory. I am a facilitator of wellness and healing.
Our people, as the First Nations, have suffered a lot in the residential school system. Our people were victimized and abused, and many of them are stuck today in that pain that was created. And many of these people are stuck in that victimhood of blame and anger to cover the hurts of the past. And it's important to recognize things that happened 50 years ago doesn't mean that we have to stay stuck in that pain for 50 years. We can let that go. Because many of our people have turned to the alcohol and the drugs to deal with that pain, to forget those experiences. And it's important that today we make healthy choices and choose to move forward in our life, and yet maintaining our cultures, our traditions of dance and song and ceremony. That's what we call healing. And healing means that we take ownership of who it is we are and what it is we create in our life. So it's important to create quality, which means that we choose to feel good instead of angry. And that is what brings health to many of our people, is to finding themselves in the form of their identity, recognizing who they are.
Our basic needs are not only food, water, shelter, and survival. They're also love, acceptance, belonging, achievement, freedom, and fun.
We are a four-part being. Our spirit, our mind, our emotions, and our physical being. It is the package we come in. Belief is a learned skill. Whatever we choose to put our belief in is what gives us the strength and courage to succeed. You can have belief without religion. They are not the same thing.
Tatawa, kinanas kompnawa ipigyogeik. Pipewa gotamik. Aksewat suin. Hello, Ola and Rebecca. I welcome you. Come and share our cultures. The visit today is to bring our worlds together. And what we do is we use the horse spirit to bring that energy of healing to the both of you, regardless of where you came from.
I am Rebecca Lozinski, and at 24 years old, I still don't know much about my own cultural identity. It's like a missing root system that makes me feel alone at times.
I've always lived in Canada my whole life. It was like my great-great-grandparents that came from Ukraine, and I've never been back there. When the Ukrainians first were all coming to Canada, and they were really shunned, and they weren't like really allowed to be Ukrainian. So I think a lot of the language of the people that moved over here kind of got lost.
Language is inextricably tied to culture. People losing language express a loss of community, of faith, and even purpose in life.
There is universal truth. There are universal laws, and those laws are written in our heart. There's all kinds of differences in our cultures, in our societies, and oftentimes those differences bring division. It's our cultures, the rules, that bring that division. We believe that there's two brains, one in your head, one in your heart. Okay, and in your head, oftentimes we get all kinds of misinformation. We're labeled, and that programming goes to the head. But in our heart is the second brain, the emotional brain. So from this brain is where we connect at a very universal level. Many people are traumatized in their life because of the experiences, because of the pain, the fear that we've programmed ourselves. And a big part of it is created by the environment. So for a lot of people, their truth is outside in, but really the truth is inside out. Starts from the heart. That's an energy point that goes out. Believe it or not, energy is a language. It's a language that most people do not understand, and they don't even know they're speaking it. And when we connect to the horse and the horse spirit, that's the language that we speak, is the one of energy, the one of vibration. The world is looking for that. And I truly believe that our ancestors already knew that. This is Panoka. So if you could just put your hands and just introduce yourself, you don't have to say it out loud, but using your mind, just using your thoughts, you can connect to the horse and the horse spirit that's connected to it.
My name is Ola Zain Al Abidin. I was born in Syria. It's important to me that all future generations have a foundation of strength, giving them identity. Strong personal identity threatens those who are weak in theirs. Anyone who has ever left a family behind in order to save their own lives will tell you that the feeling of guilt and sadness always linger.
This is called an aura meter. Okay, it measures energy. Everything is alive. So if I measure the energy of a tree, it will show me the energy of a tree. Okay, so I want to show you the energy of a horse, first of all. Okay, see that? That's the aura, the energy, the life force of the horse. Okay, and now I'll show you yours. See? Yours. Nothing. Nothing. So what that means is that energy is not good and bad. Energy is either heavy or it's light. Put your hands on Panoka and watch what happens to Panoka's energy field. Just totally shuts down because he's picking up on your energy field. Okay, let him go. Okay, and here's his energy. He bounces right back. So now I ask your body 3 questions. Are you mad? See, anger. Okay, have you been hurt? That's a yes. So it's hurt and anger. Okay, so hurt and anger at 10 years old. That's a yes. At 5 years old. That's a yes. 4 years old. Yes. 3 years old. Yes. 2 years old. No. 3 years old. So I'm talking to not your head, because your head doesn't remember this. It's your being. I'm talking to your being. So at 3 years old, something happened that hurt you enough to cause you to create a program. And it's the program that keeps you stuck today. Are you mad? Okay? Are you sad? Okay? Are you scared? See? So what's imprinted is fear. And it's that fear that keeps you stuck on a daily basis. Not consciously, but on a programming level. So I want you just to put your hand on Comanche like that and just allow the horse spirit to take away that fear, feeling scared, starting at 3 years old. And from 3 years old, just the repetition, all the different times in your life that you felt that fear, it's time to let it go. In our traditions, the horse is one of kindness and compassion. And these two are very kind. They're very compassionate. And they've been doing a lot of healing for a lot of people for a long time. Introduce yourself to Comanche. By taking that trauma that's imprinted on a cellular level, they take it and help you release that, allow you to heal by letting go. And when you release and let go, it raises your vibration level. So you feel light, you become light. The mind is energy. Everything is energy. When you look around here, Wagotuin means I'm connected to this horse. Wagotuin means I'm connected to that tree. Wagotuin means I'm connected to the earth. I'm connected to that bird. So if I'm connected to everything around me, I'm also connected to you with your background in Ukraine and the Syrian background. We are connected.
سوريا هو البلد اللي أنا خلقت فيه. أنا جيت على كندا من 3 سنين. سوريا صار لها بالحرب شي 8 سنين تقريبا. من وقت جيت على كندا اللي فهمته واللي حسيته واللي قدرت استوعبه هو إنه لازم نحترم ونحب الناس يلي احترمونا واستقبلونا. ولازم دائما مو ننسى الماضي، بس نحاول انه نفكر بالمستقبل اكثر، نحاول نلاقي طرق لنفكر بمستقبلنا وبنفسنا اكثر من الماضي.
Boom. See that? See that? Whoa, see how strong that is? See? See, that means that all that heaviness has been released. And you didn't even have to figure it out. Wow, that's strong. You didn't even have to figure it out. And that's the best part. You don't have to figure it out. You just got to allow yourself to feel good. You know, let go of the past. People are stuck in the past forever. It's time to let it go. Just allow yourself to feel that joy. Just allow yourself to feel good. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's good. You did good. You did good. You feel good?
Yeah,
oh,
very good.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's good.
It's important to practice your culture or your language without fear.
I am learning that self-respect leads to understanding cultural inheritance. Our history is linked to our identity. It is not something we can afford to lose.
Age, race, and religion do not define our emotional, spiritual, and social identity.
As we talk about healing in our lives, it's important to recognize the behaviors. What are we doing? What kind of choices are we making when we talk about diversities in cultures? And it's about recognizing our connection to the universe.
Judgment comes from ignorance. Learning about each other will break these stigmas.
Fear less the stigmas that obstruct you, and be fearless in creating a better world.
In Red Deer, Alberta, a growing movement in the community is looking for a safe place to help people reconnect with their cultural identities. The now empty Michener Centre offers a unique opportunity for redevelopment. To become involved, visit breakingstigmas.net.